Now let us see how we can restrict access by a combination of elements in our for this object p underscore origin. So what we are trying to do is we'll try to restrict access to the HR master data coming out of these info types within this personal area, but for a specific employee group. So let's see, we'll restrict access by employee group 1 and ensure that we'll see if we are getting access to this info types or this groups or not. Now before we do that, let us confirm that these partners belong to the same personal area, and then we'll see what group they belong to, employee group they belong to. So let's go and enter 138 and look at info type 1. It belongs to personal area 3500 and employee group 1, which is active. Let us go and take 326. For example, now let's go and look at info type 1, and it belongs to personal area 3500 and employee group 5. So that is how the data is correct. So let's check these two info types. Okay, we can try one more. 141. It belongs to the personal area 3500 and employee group 1. And let's take another one, 330. So 3500 and employee group 5. Now one thing you need to note is that these elements for which we are using for restricting access to data, the fields, the value for these fields, they are displayed or available to you in info type 1. So let's go and check. Okay, so in this exit demo, what we're going to do is we're going to restrict access by the personal area 3500 and employee group 1. So which means that we should not be able to see 326. So right now I can see all of them now, because if I take 326 for Z test user, I can go and check. I can see the data. Now 326 belongs the employee group is 5, that is terminated. So in our example, once we maintain the role, we want to restrict access, restrict the user from seeing these partners which belong to the group employee group 5. So let's go and change the role, and in the employee group field, let us put 1. So now we are going to restricting data from these info types by personal area plus the employee group. So let's go and log in with that user, test user, and let's go and see if we are able to see the data for those info types. 326. I can see for employee group 1, which means if you go and see the overview of this burner, okay, 326 was 5. You would have multiple, you have multiple records for this user. So let's go and check. What is the other one? 330. Okay. 332. So you have at least one record script for all of those users. So you're not able to see the complete data for those users. And you see here, you don't see that data personal name here. So which means there is authorization related problem. But if I take 138, then I can see all the information. Now, for the remaining users, I'm not able to see the information because the user is already terminated. And I don't have access to seeing the terminated users. So if I add 5 here, now for these very users 330, I should be able to see the remaining information also. So now I can see the remaining information also. So to any element, so you can restrict access to HR master data using P_origin by personal area or by employee group or subgroup. So within this group, if you have subgroups, you can restrict access by the subgroups also. And remember that the values for these fields, and personal area, employee group, subgroup, organizational key, they all come from info type 1. So in this demo, we just saw how we can restrict access by employee groups along with personal area.